Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. Sister Jen. How you doing? So as we know, as you see my background, and it's October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I have tonight's podcast, I'm going to give you a few places where you can go on having so you can have a mammogram and to schedule a mammogram. So I have websites and phone numbers for you. But first, I have a date and the theme of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't think I mentioned that before. So the theme for this year, for 2024 Breast Cancer Awareness Month, is, quote, no one should face breast cancer alone. Again, the theme for 2024 October of Breast Cancer Awareness Month is no one should face breast cancer alone. And to come as a community and a family. So if someone that you know that's fighting this illness, please embrace them, call them, be their support system, be on their team, because they need it, because they're afraid. And next is October 25th is National Wear Pink Day. So I want everybody to wear that pink on October 25th for breast cancer awareness. You know, people that survived, people that you know that unfortunately didn't beat this illness, but on October 25th, you're going to wear your pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Day, or month, excuse me. So that's Breast Cancer Wear Pink Day. So now I have a few places locally, and one location that maybe in the mid-eastern, down south, and also I want to say Midwest and south and up north, that you can go to. And I actually used to work for this company, so and they're good. So the first place for my old job, because they have the newest technology they have now, which is the Washington Radiology. They have 7 sensors in the DMV area. And their sister company is Solis Mammography, which that's the one that I was speaking of. That's Midwest. I think they even have some I know their home base office is in Texas. They have Arizona. They have I want to say they have South Carolina. They have Florida and a few other places, but I can give you the websites and numbers again. So first one is Washington Radiology, and it's simple. If you want to have a screening mammogram, you can go online. Most of these places that I'm going to name, you can go online and make your appointment. And if you have questions more, you can call and ask them, are you in network with if your insurance in network with their facility? So, and Washington Radiology was the number one in the area, in the DMV area, to have the 3D mammogram. And at first, no one could really qualify for it because insurance wasn't covering it. You had to pay for it. And of course, women were paying for it because they wanted to know, hey, I want the latest thing, you know? And so now Washington Radiology has 3D mammograms, which is covered by insurance now. You don't have to pay. They have 3D screening breast MRIs. And then also, if you're a large-breasted woman, they have this called the screening mammogram, the Smart Curve, which you have to qualify for. And then once you go to your appointment, you can speak with the technologist and see if you qualify for the Smart Curve. In Washington Radiology, from what I know, when last time I went, they still do. And as I said, you can go on the website and learn more about this, the latest technology. And so again, that you can go online. The only scheduled screening mammograms, not diagnostic, Diagnostic is more invasive, like if you have strong family or if you're having a problem. We're not counting that. We're just wanting you to have a screening mammogram. And you can go online to www.washingtonradiology.com. Again, www.washingtonradiology.com. And the number for scheduling is 571-388-2759. Again, their central scheduling number is 571-388-2759. And if you live in the DMV area, they have one down at K Street. They have one in Montgomery, two in Montgomery County, well, three. So it's K Street. They have Chevy Chase on Willard Avenue. That's in like on the borderline of DC and Maryland. Then they have Bethesda, and they have Potomac. They have one in Potomac, and further up, if you live further up, they have one in Germantown, and they only do screenings and bone density tests, but they do screening mammograms there too. And they also have K Street, Chevy Chase, Bethesda, Germantown, Potomac. They have Virginia in Fairfax, Virginia, and they have one in Arlington also. So those are those centers for Washington Radiology. Again, www.washingtonradiology.com. Then number 2, we have Community Radiology, aka RadNet. They're like a sister company, like I said, with Washington Radiology. Their sister company is Solus Mammography. So if you do see that on Washington Radiology's website, they have Solus Mammography for people that live, like I said, Texas, Arizona, North Carolina, Florida. They have many offices around the southern and west of that sort. So again, that's Community Radiologist. Community Radiology, which is RadNet, and Community Radiology and Associates. And you can go on their website at www.communityradiologyassociates.com. Again, communityradiologyassociates.com. And their scheduling number is 188-601-0943. This is for scheduling, because I went on all these websites. You can actually schedule your appointments on these websites that I'm the facilities that I'm giving, healthcare facilities I'm giving tonight to you. But if you want to speak to a live person, go ahead and call these numbers. Feel free. Again, the Community Radiology and Associates is 1-888-601-0943. And number 3, I have, again, Solus Mammography. If you live outside the DMV area, you can go to Solus, SOLIS, mammography.com. That's S as in Sam, OLIS as in Sam, mammography.com. And they're throughout the United States, like I said. And their number for scheduling is 1-833-788-0103. Again, Solus Mammography central scheduling number is 1-833-788-0103. And number 4, this is also in the DMV area, but this is more for Virginia wise, Fairfax Radiology. And you will go to their website, www.fairfaxradiology. And they have 23 locations in the Virginia area. 23 locations. So no excuse that why you couldn't get a mammogram. And again, there's number you can call to schedule is 703-698-4488. Again, fairfaxradiology.com, or the facility is called Fairfax Radiology, It's 703-698-4488. 4488. And there's two more. I have Groover Christy and Mary. This is also in the DC area, downtown. And DC area, excuse me. And their number to schedule is 202-452-0601. Again, 202-452-0601. And lastly, I have John Hopkins was bought out Groover Christy and Mary that was in Maryland next to my old job. It's called John Hopkins Suburban Imaging, and their central scheduling is 301-897-5656. Again, 301-897-5656. Or you can even call this number 443-997-7237. And again, you can call them if you want to speak to a live person. If you have in some states, I do know by my old in previous years, I do know some states don't require written order. And lastly, it's so bad that Maryland, in this area, we now don't require a screening mammogram doesn't require order sometimes if that's the only thing. If you haven't seen your primary doctor or your gynecologist in maybe a year or two, then you do require order for insurance purposes at these facilities. But I know in Michigan, they were the first that I heard of that you did not need a written order. And I had a patient so upset that she needed an order and she wanted to get her mammogram and we couldn't do her mammogram because she didn't have a written order and she was just moving from Michigan. But again, you can call these facilities and inquire about what do I need? What insurance do you take? Am I in network? If you have Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna, Aetna, it's just so simple. And even on with Washington Radiology website, I've scheduled for First Lady. And I was like, okay, it will tell you if you need an order or not. But again, I always like talking to a live person. So, hi everyone. So I like to talk to a live person. So that's that. And then if this is a new facility that you're getting your mammogram, your screening mammogram, and you had it somewhere else, it's best to always have your old mammograms with you so you can bring, so they can digitize your old film so they can have something to compare. Because if you had a regular screening mammogram last year, and now you're about to have a 3D mammogram, oh no, it's like comparing apples and oranges. So again, it's always best to have your records on hand when you go into your screening mammogram. But that's not necessarily saying that you cannot have your screening mammogram if you don't have your previous mammos with you on the day of your exam. They can still do it. They'll just put your chart on hold until they get your previous, so the radiologists compare your mammograms. So I'm just talking and giving guys, but it's good to have your previous mammograms in hand. But if you can't find them, if it's over 5 or 10 years that you haven't had a mammogram, but it's all right. This is going to be your first mammogram. They have to start from fresh. So again, you do not need your previous mammograms in order for you to have a screening mammogram. We need to get our breast checked. We need to be aware. Early is better than late. So you can catch it on and God forbid if they do find something. So I just wanted to come to you today. Sister Jen, how you doing? I wanted to come to you today to give you some facts, give you some places where you can go. And again, if I know some of my viewers are not in the DMV area, they can check out Solis Mammography and see about, or even your local radiology places, health facilities in your area, and inquire about having a mammogram and what do you need? Do you take my insurance? Or some places, if you don't, because I know Washington Radiology, if you do not have insurance, they have like a stipend. You can pay a certain amount and have a screening mammogram. So just to let you FYI about that if you don't have insurance. So yeah, so that's what today I came to present some facilities where you can get your breast have a screening mammogram. And that's my segment. Thank you, y'all.